Welcome to Almost Here, Round the Corner Future Technology podcasts with Richard Jacobs. Future technologies poised to transform our lives for better or worse are the focus of this podcast. Almost here means these technologies are now here and starting to be used, or just around the corner, from Bitcoin to artificial intelligence, 3D printing, blockchain, virtual reality, and more.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Future Tech Podcast. I'm your host, Juliette Lamar. We have with us today Scott Brown. He is the CEO and founder at VODX. Welcome, Scott.
Thank you, Juliette, for having me.
Of course. You've got such an interesting product here. So why don't you let our listeners in on exactly what it is and what it does?
Yeah, thank you. We're pretty excited about the product as well. It was a long time in the making. We started the faucet design and innovation in 1998, and it evolved over the years into this product that you see on the market today. And it's a faucet with an LCD screen integrated in it with a lot of technology embedded in it as well.
And so for our listeners, just so they can visualize it, it is what it looks like is a small little iPad screen almost with a water faucet that looks like it's a motion sensor underneath it.
It's an integrated LCD screen, integrated faucet. We manufacture we designed and manufactured, patented the whole product, and we manufacture this thing from soup to nuts. The computer hardware inside, we've designed and built that. The faucet itself, the control panel, and the operating software that it operates on, we wrote the whole process. And it's a hands-free faucet, so it's water saving. It's 70% water savings over traditional faucets out there. And it's an exciting interaction when you come up to it because it's something new and innovative, and it's cool, and it's particular to whatever your environment is. So if you're at a YMCA, it's showing ads or positive messaging on sneakers or eat right or whatever it may be, whatever the messaging might be.
So I guess they mostly are playing ads, correct?
That's correct. Ads and messaging. So we're also going after healthcare, where it would be more messaging than ads. Healthcare, and also in food service environments where the statistics are that 60% of the employees in food service do not wash their hands, and this would invite them to wash their hands, why they're washing their hands, how to wash their hands to prevent spread of diseases, et cetera, and that applies also in the hospital environment. So that would be more messaging than ads.
Exactly, and it's so engaging. It's such an interesting little piece of equipment, that it will engage you in coming over and checking out what it has to do. I'm curious, does it interact with when the water's turned on, is it constantly kind of scrolling things, or is it like wake up when you come to use it?
Either way, but the normal process, it's running all the time, because when you walk into a washroom environment or a bathroom, the first thing you see is the faucet. So when you walk in, you're going to see it, and it's running. It's running the particular ads or messaging.
Got it. So let's get into the different offerings that you have. So there's the faucet, you have a wallet, you've got a network, you got many things going on. So let's go ahead and start talking about those.
Yeah. So there's different business models that we have. We have a business model where we supply the faucets at no cost. We would install the faucets, and we would do a loop share, or the part of the reel we would share with the facility. That's one. We would do where we sell the faucets. There is a SaaS fee attached to the faucets, and there would be a rev share model on that as well, back with the facility. And then we do sell the faucet in branded faucets, where they would be wrapped with camouflage or something like that for Bass Pro, or a particular facility or a game or an airlines or whatever it might be. and then there would be a SaaS fee as well. And then there's the healthcare and the food service industry, where there would be reporting back as far as employees washing their hands, how much they wash their hands, who washed their hands, how long they washed their hands, all that. And that is a SaaS model as well.
Such
and as far as the blockchain, it's very, very much accountability. And the blockchain side of this, everybody is centralized out there as far as the media industry, and we have decentralized our platform, so we are accountable to the community. We're not controlling the statistics coming out of here. The communities verifying those statistics, so there's no chance of fraud or deception or anything like that, or somebody's ads running next to an inappropriate ad on the network.
I see. Very smart technology. And as far as the wallet goes, can you go in depth a little bit more about the VODX wallet?
Okay, the wallet side of it is it's an app. The easiest way to compare our wallet is it's with a rewards type of program or a redemption type of program, like an airlines, or it might be a credit card or whatever. You basically have your miles, your credits, or whatever. And we are launching. We're launching a wallet that you will be able to keep your points in, and those points will be points and or coins, tokens, will be earned as you use our product, as you use the services of our product, and as advertisers advertise on the product. There will be reward type of points given to the participant.
And you might have said this, and maybe I missed it. Can people who are using the Faucet, if they see something, could they make purchases right then and there on the VODX in the bathroom? They
actually could. If they saw something on the screen, we do short coding, and there's other ways that they can do it via their wallet, just like you could with anything else. Like I said, an airlines app, a credit card app, whatever it might be. So the answer is yes, you definitely could.
Very cool.
And that's definitely attributable in a point of use environment or a point of sale environment, because what we also have is 4D, which means let's say, for example, if you're at a Whole Foods or a Costco or something like that, and you walk into the washroom and there's Dial soap, pear scented soap. When that Dial soap ad plays, the pear scent you can also smell in the washroom. So it'd be 4D,
wow.
And that product would be sold at wherever those faucets were being, and that 4D technology is being done. And that's
wow,
just coming out now.
That is some all-encompassing advertising right there.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking that people are going to try and hack it in some way. So what kind of security measures do you have set up to, protect against people who are going to try to take it over?
Yeah, it's anything out there is hackable if somebody wants it bad enough. But if this system is hacked, the most you're going to be able to do is put something on the screen, which we can shut right down immediately, because we have alerts that alert us if something's changed, and the security behind this is very, very high, even though it's not warranted for this type of medium, where it would be warranted in a financial situation where there's money attached to it. So to answer your question, it's very, very high security.
Very high security. That's wonderful. And I love that, this is a way of communication in many different ways where, if there was some sort of emergency or whatnot, these could also be used to, alert people to things that are happening as well.
Yeah,
really
so
imagine
if these units were in every travel center across the country, and an Amber Alert went out, and a kid was taken, well, they're eventually going to have to stop for gas. and they're going to interact with this faucet, and people around them are going to see them. So again, you're back at point of use. Whereas if you're driving down the road and see a billboard with a picture on it, Amber Alert picture or something like that, you may or may not see it. Number one, but 2 or 3 hours later, you have the intercept with whoever was taken, and that intercept could be done at a travel center where you just walked out of a washroom and just saw the kid's picture. So whether that's for wanted people or whether it's for missing kids or missing persons or whatever, and they don't get enough coverage as it is.
Now, this could be such a wonderful tool for that as well. Give us a little bit of background into how you got involved with VODX. What was your journey to get to this point?
Yeah, so like I said, we started in 1998 with some original designs in the faucet industry, and my background is real estate developer. But we started in 1998 and filed our first patents here in the U.S. in 2000, and then it just evolved. And we had a product that was in every Home Depot DC across the country as a commercial product. We ended up licensing to Sloan Valve Company, and then the product just kept evolving, and we're here today.
That's
so
fantastic.
Juliet, it's an overnight success.
Exactly. I was just gonna say, you've really had time to think about this and to work out the kinks.
Yeah, it was a long night.
It is so funny how overnight successes typically have that kind of backstory. This person has worked for 20, 25 years, and all of a sudden, bam, they're amazing, and everyone thinks this came out of nowhere. And the people who make it sit back and say,
it came out of nowhere.
Sure. So where can people find these? I know they're out on the market, they're out in the world. Where can people find them and interact with them?
Yeah, they're in Vegas. We have a small pocket in California and expanding. We're in D.C. We're actually at the museum in Washington D.C. Right there on Pennsylvania Avenue. In Florida, they're in Panama, Costa Rica, Puerto Rico. They're all over the place. What we're going to do is we're launching on the West Coast, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and San Diego, and Vegas hard. So stay tuned.
Absolutely. So with your overnight success here, you've had a few years to be involved in a company. What are some of the greatest things that you've learned and some of the greatest challenges you've come up against?
Well, having a really cool product and an innovative product doesn't necessarily assure success. It's a long road because there's different industry standards and everything else, and we've learned that the hard way over the years. This is a media and informational device, and we're innovators, but we're not necessarily media background. So what we've done is taken from those mistakes, and we've assembled a world-class media team for this company, and now we're moving to the next levels.
And just all the different pitfalls that come with that, and the learning, because you are combining two very different concepts together.
That's right, and that's what the unique thing about this product is. It's not just a TV you hang on a wall or a digital sign that you hang somewhere. It is a product where you have to interact with it. You have no option. So whether it's today, tomorrow, next week, you will interact with it sometime. So that's where the hard difference is, and that's where I believe this is going to be an unbelievable success with the team we put behind it.
And I've never even heard of anything like this. This is so conceptually different than what we're used to seeing.
Yeah, it started out with three-dimensional. One of the first design faucets I did was a baseball faucet, baseball on each side, bat in the center for the water. So the balls were the hot and cold. The bat was a dispenser for the water. I did the same thing with golf. I did irons on each side for hot and cold, and a driver in the middle for dispensing the water. Patented products, by the way. So that's kind of where this thing evolved. But like I said, it's been I've had plenty of time to think about it.
Absolutely. Now you can put anything on the screen in one sleek design.
Yeah, with a push of a button. Yeah, exactly. And it becomes a little bit different, environment when we've moved this thing to the blockchain, because now we've done a major technology step here, where not only did we create an innovative product in an innovative space, but now we've taken it to another level where there's no chance of fraud, there's no chance of your advertising running next to something inappropriate, et cetera, et cetera. So I think we really have isolated what all the issues are out there. It's not all, obviously, but a lot of the issues out there, and we really honed down on where we can give advertisers a return on their investment, and also give venues and facilities, healthcare facilities, qualified analytics where they can do a better job of hygiene.
That's where it matters most. Hygiene is of the utmost importance when you're in those kind of situations.
I agree.
So if people want this product, how can they get it?
Go to our website and inquire.
And the website is VODXS.com, correct?
Correct. Yep, VODX.com.
That is fantastic. Listeners, you have to go to VODX.com just to check out this product, because it's so interesting and it's so unique, and I just think it's just the next best thing since sliced bread. But thank you so much.
I really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it's true. It's very different. It's very different. It's definitely worth a check out. Scott Brown, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your vision with us and your journey and this incredible product.
Thank you very much.
That is Scott Brown. He is the CEO and founder at VODX. Again, that website is www.vodxs.com. Thank you all for joining in. This has been Juliette Lamar with Future Tech Podcast.
You have been listening to Almost Here, Around the Corner Future Technology Podcast with Richard Jacobs. Subscribe to this podcast, post a review to discover more future technologies that are poised to transform our lives for better or worse, such as Bitcoin, artificial intelligence, 3D printing, blockchain, virtual reality, and more.